Let's take you live to Victoria now. The Premier Daniel Andrews is speaking. What we've just heard announced in the last 10 minutes is that the North Richmond injecting room, controversially, is now going to be made permanent. He's taking questions from the media. Let's listen in.
Very significant facility, one that's used by many people, but one that's open to others. But there's also a whole range of other complex issues that sit behind that. There'll be many people who don't want to be a registered user, that don't want to be at the North Richmond facility or any such facility. Drug use is as varied as the people that are involved in it. So it's a very complex thing. And if you were to stand outside and look and see who enters that facility, people have some stereotypical views about those who are on heroin or other drugs, and the answer is that those stereotypes are wrong. There's a very diverse group of people, who use that facility. But look, one drug-related death is one too many. What we know, and this is to the point of nothing's perfect, and no one's saying this is a universal success, nothing ever is, but there are, on the modelling and on the evidence, and it's not like we've run this for a week, it's been there for years now, there's 63 people who are with us that wouldn't be, and that to me says that this has been a success. These are challenging issues to deal with. There's nothing easy about this, but I don't want to be going to any more funerals, and this has dealt with at least a part of that, not all of it. Doubling the number of treatment beds, massive funding boosts to alcohol and other drug service providers across our state. That's our record, and it's having an impact. Is that enough? No, you always have to do more. On the issue of the second facility, Ken Lay's not provided his report to us yet. We won't get that till the middle of the year, and we simply have to wait and see what that says. And I'm not prejudging that. And I'd ask that you don't prejudge it either, because I don't know what's in it. What I do know, though, however, is that more time has been needed, because just like the pandemic has had an impact on our patterns of movement and all sorts of different elements of our life, it's also had an impact on how many people are coming to the city to use, where they're using. All of those things are unsettled, if you like. Things that were established patterns are no longer established, and common sense tells you that that's a perfectly reasonable thing. So we have to wait and see what Ken's report says, and like all work that Ken does, it'll be of the highest quality, and he'll have that to us in the middle of the year.
Does the success of this report and this facility, I guess, give you confidence to have a second facility?
Well, that's a perfectly fair question, but there's two things. One, I don't have the report. None of us do. When we get the report in a few months' time, the middle of the year, then we'll be in a better position. But you've got to get a location, and you'll never find a perfect location, but you've got to find a location that works, and that's a real challenge, a real challenge. Again, I don't want to preempt Ken Lay's report. People know Ken Lay. He's been a great servant of Victoria in so many different ways. He's a very serious person, and he'll produce a high-quality report. We don't have that report. When we have it, we'll be able to have a discussion and a debate about how we go forward as a government, make decisions, and then share those with you. And indeed, I just make the point, that would have to be a parliamentary process as well. So we need to wait, and we really have no choice but to wait, because the report's not with us yet.